Hi, I'm Dr. Michelle Olaithe, and I'm a psychologist working at the School of Psychological Science, and I'm participating in this Wellbeing Series to be able to talk to you about the importance of sleep for good mood and to give you some simple tips that you can do at home that we call sleep hygiene that you can use to improve your sleep. So, what is healthy sleep? Healthy sleep is getting adequate quantity and quality and feeling rested or as though you have enough energy for your daily activities. Adequate quantity is ensuring that you get about 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night for a healthy adult, but allowing for individual variability, no more than 10 hours or no less than 6. Adequate quality is unless you have EEG, which is a wonderful system for being able to record your brain activity. It's about feeling as though you have enough energy for the day's activities. If you do have a sleep tracker, quality is about approximating about 85% sleep efficiency, but because of the error on these devices, give yourself about a 10% margin of error on either side. Sleep's important for many things, and Romola is going to talk to you about how important sleep is for cognition and concentration. And Melissa is going to be talking to you about how important sleep is for, or how much of a problem anxiety and worry can be when it comes to sleep and how to address that. Another thing that sleep is important for is being able to maintain good mood stability. So nearly all sleep and psychiatric conditions interact with one another. They're highly comorbid. And one of the ways that sleep and mood are proposed to interact is that the prefrontal cortex, which allows you to execute socially appropriate choices, and the amygdala, which is your brain center for emotion, have a bit of a disconnect when you have poor sleep. This disconnect means that your sleep-deprived brain, when triggered with a negative stimulus, cannot make sound-appropriate choices like you normally would when you're well rested. And instead, the part of your brain that starts to control your choices is that more emotional amygdala. For stable mood, you want good sleep. So how can you get that good sleep? If you've been experiencing long-term sleep problems or daytime fatigue, you might want to go and have a chat to your psychologist or your healthcare provider. And keep in mind, though, that a few nights a week or occasional periods over your lifetime of poor sleep, or even a couple of wakenings every night, is actually quite normal. Sleep is not a perfect process. So keep that in mind when you're thinking about your sleep. However, there's some really simple changes that you can make at home too. And these sleep changes are called sleep hygiene. This is basically the art of cleaning up your sleep so that your body sees your bed as a sleep-inducing stimulus, and you release the right hormones, melatonin to sleep and cortisol to wake, at the right times. So during the day, or at least before your wind down routine, you want to try and limit those naps to about 20 to 30 minutes. Naps longer than this can decrease your sleep drive and mean that you don't have enough of that drive to be able to get to sleep when it is actually nighttime. I guess you could look at this and think about it as though you were having a snack before dinner. You might still be hungry, but it won't quite have the same power. Ensure that you have an outlet for your stresses early in the afternoon. You might want to talk to a friend or organize your to-do list, write in your journal, or get some stress-busting exercise. Melissa talks about this and some other anxiety-busting tips in her episode. Stop drinking caffeinated things. So this includes energy drinks, coffee, tea, chocolate, Milo, other things, about 8 hours before your bed. But you only really need to follow this rule if you're caffeine sensitive. And you'll know because you will have had that coffee after dinner at the cafe and you'll now no longer be able to sleep, or sleep will be broken. Don't eat a meal that's too heavy or with foods that might irritate your digestive system. Things like chili or lots of fats, because this might actually make you wake up or feel discomfort during the night and not let you get that rest you need. Keep your fluid intake down, so in the hours before bed, try to drink less than 4 glasses of water. And if you're thirsty at bedtime, this could be a sign that you're not staying hydrated throughout the day. When it's your bedtime, it's really important to have a routine, the same go to sleep time, and more importantly, the same wake up time in the morning. And this is so your body gets into a habit or a routine of releasing those chemicals that it needs to wake up and go to sleep at the same time. Have a bedtime ritual. Dinner, tea, shower, turning all your devices off, and keeping your bed sacred. It's just for sleep and just for sex. Put away your phone, your email, and your social media, and don't touch them. And that's because the content in these things can be quite stimulating or exciting or stressful. And also those devices tend to actually put blue light into your body. So blue light is the same kind of spectrum that the sun gives us. And that tells our bodies that it's wake time. You have your master clock, or the system that regulates your master clock sits in just behind your eye. And this is called the suprachiasmatic nucleus. And this actually helps you regulate your whole body for when it's day and when it's night. If you're getting blue light at night from your devices, you're going to be pushing your bedtime further away. Also, have a really nice sleep space. Make sure it's cool, so about 19 to 20 degrees Celsius. It needs to be dark and quiet. Interesting fact, if you make your room too warm at night time, it can actually make you have more nightmares. When you're in bed, turn those clocks away or turn them off. Don't check your clock and don't check your phone or social media, even if you wake up during the night. You need to be doing relaxing things. You might choose an activity like mindfulness or progressive muscle relaxation. There's a little bit of evidence that playing simple games like Tetris might actually be able to help you get to sleep. So this is this simple visuospatial game. However, it's just a little bit of research at the moment, and you always want to be putting something on your phone, like a blue light filtering application, or you want to be wearing blue light filtering glasses to make sure that you're not getting those effects. If you're laying in bed for more than 20 minutes, you really want to get up and try something calming, and then try to go back to bed when you're feeling sleepy again. And this is for two reasons. It's so you don't build up that frustration with your relationship to sleep, but it's also so that you only associate your bed with sleep and calm rather than frustration. In the morning, you want to get some morning sunlight on your body, and this comes back to that regulating your clock thing that we were talking about before. Interesting is that our body clock actually runs slightly longer than a 24-hour solar day, and so the sunlight on your body into your eyes actually helps you regulate your body clock. During the day, you might want to try some tips for battling fatigue, but Romla is going to get to you on those ones. Okay, so these are some really simple things that you can bring into your sleep routine during the day and during the evening in particular to try and get you a better night's sleep. Sleep is really important for many things, and mood is one of those things. So I hope that you have a better night's sleep.